Hello and welcome to my favourite place in the entire world, apart from Scotland. We're at Portmeirion in North Wales, and a few stories to tell. We'll go just down here, and we're going to go and stand on the second favourite place in the world, and I'll tell you a story. So 20 years ago I came here for the very first time, and I only dreamt of staying in the hotel down there. I was much younger, much poorer, and yeah, I was just blown away by this place. It was absolutely fantastic. And when we did come and stay for the very first time 15 years ago, we stayed in that one just there. That's Toll House. So that house over there is where Owain Hughes grew up. Now that's the son of Robert Hughes, who wrote the book High Wind to Jamaica, I think it's called. And Owain wrote a lovely book as well, but I'll tell you more about that another time. But that's where he grew up, and that is the lighthouse. So that view down there of the hotel, I've got a picture of that taken on a BlackBerry phone from goodness knows how many years ago. The first time must have been 15 years ago when I stayed here. And I just remember having such hopes and dreams of all the things that I wanted to do. And that was the shot that I took on my BlackBerry, and I carried it with me as an inspiration for years. So, and also this is where, with Beth, my eldest daughter, we had bacon sandwiches at 6 o'clock in the morning. First time we stayed here. We thought it was really cool. She's grown up a bit since. So this is the Shell Grotto, and sadly over the years, even a beautiful place like this, people have vandalised it and taken the bottle glass and the shells. I think that's a shame, but it's a lovely view. From the 1967 film The Prisoner, this pretend door was his front door, and just here, when I stayed here the very first time, there was a table, and I used to come and sit here, and we stayed not in that one, the one the other side of it, and that one there. All very lovely. Now Beth's with me as well, but I've lost her. She's gone wandering off. You look like a little meerkat then, just poked up. Now that wishing well down there, the pennies I've thrown in there. Last night that was full, so they're actually emptying it this morning, and they've cleaned out all the pennies. I think it goes to a charity. But so that's the Bristol Colonnade, and they have bands here for a festival. And the chessboard didn't used to be here. The chessboard was a feature in The Prisoner, and it was just mocked up for the filming. And then somebody at some point obviously decided a chessboard would be a good idea, and that's last 10 years that's been there. And through there, that little fountain thing that we'll go to in a second, Beth's paddled in that. So yes, that was full last night. Somebody's left 20p in there, look. Go on Beth, go and get it.
I'm good, thanks. I have my wellies maybe.
Yeah. So that's Angel Cottage, we've stayed in there. And this here, there was a brick wall here.
No, you never used to be able to swim down.
No, you didn't used to be able to walk down there. Not a brick wall, it was like a chain link fence.
Trees and foliage.
They blocked it off, hadn't they?
Yeah.
Yes, but it didn't stop me.
No, you should.
Because I was the ultimate Portmeirion fan, so I wanted to go literally everywhere. Including this bandstand, where my dad and I played chess. We were staying there, and we would come out at night and we would play chess in the bandstand. And there's a glass of red wine or two. It's very, very pleasant. Long time ago. And for those of you that are very dedicated swimmers, until the end of September, that outdoor pool, which apparently is heated, is available for use for hotel guests. And so now, I'm going to introduce you to the grandest public toilet anywhere. That is the town hall. And it was rather frustrating because we were staying in the Angel Cottage the one night. There was a wedding above the toilet. There's like a reception room. But this is the grandest entrance to what is a gentleman's bathroom facility. Ladies available too. I'm going to go in here, but I don't think you want to see this. We're going to walk across the chessboard. So this, from the prisoner, was called the Free Sea. And in particular, it was where Beth, when we stayed here, and I'm not picking on her, but she was the youngest when we were coming here. Or she was younger, she was the only one when we came here. We used to go paddling in that when everyone else had gone home at night. And it was hotel guests only. And they've changed it. This used to be longer. And they shortened it so they could do all these flower beds with geraniums, one of the few flowers I know. I was going to say, this used to be a play area with sort of bark chippings on the floor. But as we can see, time develops. I was just noticing that used to be the cinema. Do you remember? The cinema of...
I never went in there, but I do remember it being a cinema.
Yes, it was a... We say cinema, it was lots of banging going on, so we're opening up. It was where there was a...
Black and white motion picture.
It was a 14-minute programme, wasn't it, about the building, the history. And obviously that is no longer the cinema, that's a shame. Two things to share. First of all, that's the fire department. Every village needs a fire department. And secondly, it was on this hill many years ago that my mum, bless her, decided she was going to try Beth's microlight scooter. Was it Kerry's microlight scooter?
I didn't have one.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, well, that's because we loved Kerry more than you.
Absolutely.
But yes, she picked up quite a bit of speed and ended up in hospital. So we don't talk about that, do we? We certainly don't record it and post it for the world to watch. But it was very unfortunate, actually. Glad she was okay. So I think it was in there that Noel Coward wrote Blithe Spirit, if I've got my geography right. And there used to be a little saltwater swimming pool the other side of there that filled with the sea, but that went quite a few years ago. But we're going to go down, see those ship masts there, we're going to go down to the stone boat. So something else that I think is quite interesting, even though it's something of nothing now, this used to be a little recording studio, and everyone could record a little message to leave here that was going to go on the archives. And I came here with Chloe and we recorded this little message in there, but obviously they stopped doing that. I think you were right, Beth, about the wall.
Yeah, I think it was.
See, that's coming in.
Yeah, it wasn't that much when we were up there. However, it was whippling, so I was
Right.
like, let's not go down there.
Sensible move.
Thanks.
So we were up on that round folly poking out the side, and you can weave your way down these little follies down the side, and you come out that little staircase there, and when the tide's out you can walk along the wall here. But when it's 2 foot underwater, whilst you still can, it's not necessarily advised, is it? No, not advised. So the story with this boat, there is a picture of me stood on there sailing the main brace or whatever it is. But the sails originally belonged to the owner's real boat, which broke away from the shore and got wrecked over there. So they brought the bits back, and he noticed that the edge of the quay was a bit like the shape of a boat, apparently. So he built this. We have pictures of Kerry in there. In fact, we've got pictures of all of you in all of these. Through and round and out the other side for me.
I can't see what's on it. What's in the shot.
So if it's still here, we're going to take a moment to look at the most unusual toilet ever. This used to be for ladies only, although I think that's rather what's it? Yes, ladies only apparently, but this is a toilet. Ladies only. I'm not trying to prove that. Or actually, that might be gentlemen wearing dresses. So actually, that is quite inclusive. Well, I couldn't help but reserved for private function.
I was just going to point that out.
Yes. What sort of party are they having? I've got a model of this at home in my windowsill. And this is where the ferry used to go from. So we'll go up here, just put the strap on. That's where the ferry used to come. And that wall didn't used to be there like that. That wasn't a flood defence wall. This is White Horses, and all of this is one cottage. It's the only one in the village that has got a real fire that you can have burning. All the others don't. They're all blocked up. But this one you can. This used to flood in February, so there's another sea defence wall they built. Didn't used to be there. But yeah, so this ferry would have gone over there.
Here and there, there's footprints all over the walls.
Really?
It's literally people's muddy footprints.
Gosh! Isn't that a shame?
It's covered in people's muddy footprints.
Well, I think that's a tremendous shame that people have done that. Because I don't think...
Because people, it's not even like accidental. People must have taken their shoes off to get these high ones. Because nobody's leg goes up that high.
Well, no. That's a shame. So this is the entrance to White Horses, and it was here that Patrick McGoohan stayed when he filmed The Prisoner. And you probably worked out that I'm quite a fan of The Prisoner. Round here there was a plaque saying that he stayed there. Yes, there we are, look. And that's to stop the water coming in. See, this wall didn't used to be here. These railings weren't here. You didn't used to have to go over there. This was just level. But obviously the flood in the winter months would come up and it would flood the cottage. So this was done to try and protect it. This water, it goes out it goes down all the way when the tide goes out. And down here, there's another little bit, this becomes a beach. Just the end of this railing here, you can go down there. And if you go down there and you play at the wrong time and you go out to the middle, the water comes in unevenly. You actually get trapped out there, as I've seen happen. You can go down here when the tide's out, and you can go down there and you sit on a little beach here. But as you can hear from that water rippling with the waves, it comes in with quite a force, and that's quite deep. It's amazing just what a difference it makes. Now, probably can't see, but it's quite shallow there. It's very deep there. Now, assuming that nothing ever changes, which it doesn't, round here there's a tree, and it's got a big tree with a great big trunk like that. Ah, it is. And again, I've got pictures of Beth sat on this when she was very small. Today, I'm not going to attempt to lift her up because she's a bit bigger than she was. Well, a little bit. That's higher off the ground than I remember.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure that I used to try and jump and get up.
I don't think you did.
I thought I could at least touch the top bit, even if I couldn't actually get up myself. I reckon everybody that's tried has walked this gravel way.
So people coming to our village have eroded it?
Yeah. Look how tall this is now.
I wonder if it always was. We'll have to have a look at the old photos.
I don't think it was always that far off the ground. So look how much these roots are sticking out as well.
Yes. Right, which way do you want to go? Round to the follies?
We can't go up that way.
Sorry?
We can't go up that way.
Oh no.
So this way.
Well, that's a bugger. When we first came here, it was almost a little sort of unknown place. And now, apparently, 3,000 people a day come in as day visitors. 3,000. You wouldn't have got 300 day visitors back then. Ah, now, Beth, do you remember this?
I do.
Many hours of happy fun playing hide and seek with only two places to hide. Bad news, we've tried to get up to the viewpoint, and unfortunately there has been a landslide with all the rain, and although it wasn't closed, we assessed it and we decided it wasn't really safe. But we have come back down to the Chinese lake, and this is rather lovely, so we're going to do a little tour of the Chinese lake. 20 years ago when I first came here, I really hadn't focused my mind as to what I wanted to do with my life. And it's really nice, actually, after wandering around trying to work out what you want to do, to come back to one of the early places. I think, yeah, I made a few good decisions, a few silly ones, a few decent ones as well. One of the more sensible decisions I made was not to climb up to the viewpoint. One of the sillier ones was trying and crossing that bridge. There's the wedding thing.
Decking.
The wedding decking, yes. I think I'd want to get married on some decking next to a pond. Even if it was here. Ah, there's another little folly in there. I'm sitting in that one, although the seats seem to have gone. I can see another warning sign up there saying don't go up, so I think we'll go this way.
Get cool.
So it's got too busy now. We're going, aren't we?
Yes.
But hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.